Let's roll.
At least today, have a good night's rest, come in stronger tomorrow. Do you think, what's the probability here that you guys finish the tournament, like win it with 4 lives?
I mean, we deserve like a new hashtag on Twitter or something for that. You know, like that's, you know, we might have to change our account to like NV4 Heart or something.
I think the tournament will end pretty quick if we end with 4 lives as well.
Yeah,
I think we'll be early Saturday if that happens.
You guys can go have beers early.
That would be great.
Yep, make it happen.
Okay, we'll celebrate. There you go. It's on you guys now. Well, 9th round underway, so we will be getting into the last match, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it is going to be another rematch between the Renegades and SK Gaming. I mean, before we jump into it, thank you so much for giving us time here on the panel. It was great to chat with you, Astro. Of course, all the best of luck to you and your organization and the CSGO team here at the Intel Extreme Masters.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, of course. It's been a pleasure. 9th round is done. Let's go straight to the very last match of D2 here at Gamescom for the Intel Extreme Masters.
Thank you very much, Chober. And it is time for our final game of the day, as he said, and it's another rematch of SK Gaming versus Renegades. Basically, they've played a best of 3 now. I mean, they've technically already won that, Renegades, because they've 2-0'd them today, but we're going to play that 3rd map anyway. We'll just turn it into a longer best of 3. It's going to be Overpass. No, it's not. It's going to be Cobblestone. What do you think to this one? We heard there some of the thoughts from the guys who were like, really, Renegades don't play a whole lot of Cobblestone, but interesting that we heard Demon talking about what their coach said, which was, yeah, we don't play a lot of Cobblestone, but it's actually better than our Mirage, which they beat SK earlier on with a 16-14 scoreline. Really close game, that one.
That's a ballsy thing to say. I mean, Mirage was very close. You know, Cobblestone's gonna be a very difficult map, especially against a team like SK who've beaten Titan, who've beaten Luminosity back with their old roster, who's now teamless currently, back at ESWC. So there's a lot of good results for SK Gaming. There's a lot of good potential out of them, but they're missing Freeze. They're missing their main opper. They've got Nico coming in. They got Cadian picking up the op. Not sure if he's gonna be maintaining it though this time. So we did see Nico switch over to it at the end of that Mirage match.
Interested to see though, and you know, you mentioned that SK have had some good results, but we shouldn't forget that this is the SK Gaming without Freeze, who's on holiday currently. Obviously, with Nico standing in for him, and you know, Cadian also on a trial basis, really, with the team. So this is certainly going to be an interesting one as to how SK can adapt to this one. They've already lost twice to Renegades today, and losing here would leave them with just 1 life remaining.
Yeah, they'd be tied with COG. Looks like Asilian has made his way in towards the A site. We're going to have JKS trying to protect it, though. As you see, the rest of the team going over towards B. Azur picks up 2 big kills. And now it's Asilian back on A, and you have Sandin. And now Katie, the last man alive, over towards B. It's a 2-on-2 situation. And you see the health bars aren't that healthy, as Asilian is now the last man in a 1-on-2.
Well, he's going to peek here by the door. Quick hide behind the rock, and the nice little peek will knock Asilian down to just 19 health, but he's picked off 1. Can he get a second? It's just Sponge remaining here for Renegades with 50 seconds still to go. Asilian's got all the time in the world for this one, but it's going to be Sponge that peeks out, and that will be Renegades picking up pistol on CT side.
Well done by them. I mean, considering they read into the play of SK, sending Asilian by himself over towards A. And I do have to point out one thing. You know, after that last match, we saw these 2 teams play. I saw Cadian, and he looked frustrated. He looked like that was the game that they should have had. But you know, kind of when you're in that really bad position on the T side, really struggling to get rounds, you go back to that kind of puggy status, just hoping that your team knows exactly where to smoke when you try to set up some sort of strategy mid-round. But you know, SK, I think they actually do have a very good chance of taking this map. A very good chance of picking up this win against Renegades, considering they've been struggling all day. I think they have that drive to really pick up a lot of wins, and looks to go for a quick pick over towards Long on A.
I feel like SK Gaming are a team that really does rely on their mental state, though. I think Cadian in particular is that kind of player that if he's feeling down from, you know, what happened in that Mirage game where, you know, there were a couple of rounds that honestly they probably should have had by the end of it. I hope he's picked himself up, let's just say that before we get into this one, because no one wants to be sat on that 1 game remaining. And I think it'd be an easy choice for Renegades if they win this game it's a totally easy pick for me that you're just going to say, all right, it's SKCLG first thing tomorrow morning.
That would be rough. And we do have a buy out of SK as they're pushing straight in towards the A site with a 3-2 split. They're going to pick up 1 kill, and they're going to pick up a second lucky out of Cadian onto Yam. Now, JKS going to be pushed in from multiple angles. There's 4 people for him to find. There's Havoc trying to come in to help him out. He picks up the first. He's going to be taken down by Nico, though. And that's going to be the bomb plant. SK looking strong on this force.
Well, let's see. There is Sponge getting one back. Havoc is going to come around the back of the site. He will find one. He's seen the second man as well. They know where Nico is. He's got the Desert Eagle in hand. There's a smoke now keeping him out of the sight, though. Can they pull this one off? There's a kid with Sponge, and Nico comes up huge. Double there with the Deagle, and Cadian on his feet for that one. Absolutely brilliant end to the round. He's tied up at 1 apiece.
Holy crap, those shots. Wow, that man really stepped up for them. And SK tying things up just like you said. Renegades, they had a 2-on-1 situation, yet they tried peek at the same time, but you can't depend on shots like that, at least to be able to counter. But here we go, into the next round. They're going to be forcing up yet again. They have the 5-7s, they have the armor, they have Yam on that scout as he's forced back out of middle without getting a single shot on anyone else.
I mean, if a guy's going to hit shots like that, you know, peeking together or not, you're probably going to go down anyway. Brilliant stuff out of Nico. It's funny, really, how they've relied on him when he's been big so far this tournament. They've done well. There is Sandon, though, just going to take down JKS. Havoc will fall as well, and Renegade slowly but surely being picked off here. The bomb is still sat over towards this B site, and we're going to see Sponge have a peek out. He gets all the information in the world, and will take out Nico.
Can he get a slay? There's going to be peeking around that corner. He spots him out, but can't connect the shots. It's still going to be a 3-on-4 with Barry lurking over towards A. The bomb, though, as we can see, it's over towards B, and you can tell that Sponge is still trying to gather a little bit more information, see how many men are still here towards this B site so they can keep this stack on. It's already forced Yam to rotate back, and now this is going to be Sponge by himself with no HP to work with.
Yeah, where are you, mates? I think that's what he was probably saying at that point. There is Azza going down to Cadian, and it is now just on Yam. He's looking like he wants to keep a hold of this scout. Not massive cost, but you know they're going to be needing it for that next round as well, if they're to have any chance in that one. He's already way off, probably towards the tower or T-spawn at this point, so he'll keep that one through. But it is SK Gaming that go into the lead at 2-1.
Maybe the scouts, I guess it is definitely worth to save. I mean, a couple of nice shots in middle, maybe a headshot, or just the damage alone, followed up by the pistols if your teammate's not buying, can definitely come up big for your team and pick up quite a few kills and really kind of hurt the economy that SK's trying to build up. You can see the 2 Galils, you know, the P90, the AK still sitting on a Cillian. And so they're not going to be able to challenge out on him. He's going to stay alive and save it. But SK, off the back of a phenomenal second round, do take the lead 2-1. Renegades, I don't think they're really going to invest into this round. Just hope Yam can pick up a kill, maybe go for a stack somewhere, maybe go for an aggressive push to gather information to spot out where SK's going. I mean, you can't really expect too much to happen in this round.
Well, we'll see how this setup goes. As you mentioned, with Yam holding on to the scout. Actually looks like they're going to be playing fairly standard, to be honest. Sending 3 men over towards B. They keep 2 deep inside of that A site. Let's see what they could do. Nico's already crawled up pretty far from this one. He's going to get the spray down, and that is Yam dead, which means the scout falls into the hands of Havoc. What can he do with that one? Nothing. He will fall as well. Sponge up close and personal will also die, and that's just the 2 men that were left in the A-bomb site. Just USBs, no armor, no grenades, no nothing to work with. This is going to be 3-1 SK.
Yes, it is. I think they're going to hope for someone SK to push out. I mean, with a P90, you know, a couple of Galils, there's no reason to maybe not do that. I mean, if they even save the gun, it's not going to be the best of guns for them to have into that next round. But they're still taking the time. Bomb will finally get put down. Laser and JKS. Looks like they're just going to, again, hope for those exit frags.
See if they even get that opportunity. I don't think SK are going to allow that one to happen. You can see them staying as a group, making sure that no one's hiding around any corners. And catch them out and steal a couple of weapons away. So they should all be safe from this one. I don't think the 2 remaining Renegades players are going to find anything. They should survive it themselves as well.
And I kind of like how SK actually got really aggressive towards long at B, because they knew they saved a scout into the next round. So instead of giving that ability to get on that platform if he wants to, or get boosted towards the backside of it on the lower part of the ground, they just shove him out immediately. They pick up an immediate kill onto him and don't allow him to have that presence or that pressure with that scout, which is the only gun they really did have.
Well, we see now the M4's been picked up, so Renegades on the buy. Other side, SK actually, Berry, for example, says, well, I feel like I'm just going to go here, keep hold of this P90. There's no head armor, so, you know, you spray a few shots down and you can dink a couple of people at once with that P90 spray.
Yes, you can. You can just completely plow through them. So I think that's why he's kind of willing to stick with this gun because of how this game is played out. But you can see they've already gotten control of this platform yet again. Renegades are not able to punish out on this. You can see off to the side, it's going to be Azur boosted up towards the tree. There's a man back towards Fountain. A lot of smoke's coming through. Barry, though, able to open up on drop down. Sandin able to respond as well. And the push is coming in towards B. Barry secures a second. And that's that power of the P90 against no head armor on the other team.
Yeah, JKS and Yam, last two remaining here for Renegades. Yam's going to be coming all the way around the backside, but Asilium was ready for it. JKS, I'm not sure he's going to challenge for this one. He had an opportunity there to get one kill. He will peek out, gets himself Cadian. Cillian only got 7 health there, so he's definitely a target which he could take out. But it may be a bit of a peak fight here with Berry. He gets that kill as well, so SK now down to just 2. As I mentioned, Cillian only 7 health, but that bomb's going to explode. Right, final 2 players of SK have pretty much joined up. Nico is now on the hunt for this one. Will kill him off there right in the dying seconds of the round. It's 4-1 to SK Gaming.
I think the 2 kills that JKS just got towards the end aren't really that impactful because all he got was the P90, which did switch over to an AK, and a Galil. So it's not like they're really too hurt on losing those guns. Like, all right, well, that's fine. We can still fully buy up. You see Barry, he actually picks up a Mac 10 with 8,000 in the bank because he realizes they're not going to have head armor. They're not going to have anything. Let me just mow them down, build up that strong economy, get SK Gaming up quite a few more rounds, and really start steamrolling this game.
Get the money maker. You see a bit of a fake here from Cillian. He's going to smoke and flash out towards B, which is perfect for SK Gaming. Look at the minimap there. It's a 5-man stack from the Renegades in that site. They're not going to get anything from this because the push from SK is coming over towards A.
The thing is, SK's been hitting B almost, you know, every single time. They have been able to go towards A and get that plant before. So they're really trying to guess and assume that SK are going to go for that direction, trying to prevent them getting control, at least full control of that platform. But as we can see, there's no resistance met up for SK as they're able to get that bomb down on the A site. And that's going to force Renegades to probably charge straight in, so probably take these guns out of their hands if possible. All they have is really a couple P250s and a CZ to work with. But they're actually... they're boosting men, boosting a couple men up drop down. So actually they're trying to save these guns and maybe catch SK rotating out the A site towards middle.
Let's have a look at that one. A couple of them going around the back. He's buried through the window. He's lost out on that one. Havoc will get the kill. Gets himself a Mac 10, which is probably not going to do him all that much for this next round anyway. So
not what he's hoping for.
Not exactly ideal, but he does have JKS here. Their aim's going to be to take away one of the bigger guns, that AWP from KD, and maybe an AK as well. But SK, I think, playing this one wisely, deciding not to push into those, you know, risky close quarters of the drop-down room. And that will be 5-1. But now we see Renegades back on the bite, including an AWP for Yam.
Yeah, this is where we need to see him start to really excel. This is going to be their backbone of their team, at least towards the A site to lock down control. SK, if they keep getting, you know, this early presence on long B, Renegades are going to continue to struggle. Yeah, he's trying to go for the pick towards middle. They have JKS pushed up towards long A, and they have invested quite a few flashes and smokes on that B side to make sure they secure this. So SK, they're going to have to be forced to play for the retake on this area. And they do have a 2-3 split, so they're looking to maybe hit on towards this A side. If they can get a kill on IEM or JKS, they're going to open this one right up.
I don't know if you could see him there. Obviously, our view through the smoke a little bit different, or whether that was just a wild shot, but it was damn close either way. I see a lot of smokes, as you mentioned. The Molotov towards drop down as well. Slowed them down from there is the push through. Berry actually got away with that one without taking any damage.
I think this is going to be a 3-2 split onto the A side potentially if SK feel confident enough. They know Yam has the ops. They can send a 2-man down drop and hopefully pick up this kill into Azur, who's just tucked in towards the side. If they can get this kill, they're going to open up this A side so easy. If the bomb's rotated back towards B, maybe they want to hit for this.
I was going to say that's an incredibly hard kill to pull off, but if you do it this way, with a flash through window, a Molotov as well, I think Nico saying it's maybe a little bit too risky for me, that one. I'm not quite ready to push out. Here's Asilian and Havoc. Possibly about to go head-to-head. Good counter flashes. Asilian completely blinded out in the open there. And they will end up exchanging, but Nico has now pushed through drop down. There's one man at doors, though. That's Azur who will get the kill. And Sponge might be the trick card here. Tucked away in the corner. Cadian and Sandon versus 2. Sponge is going to drop one. I'll be Sandon. It's now all on Cadian. Only got the pistol out right now and just ducking and diving to try and get away from it. Did finish off Azza, but it will be Sponge to finish off, and Renegades will finally get around back.
Yeah, we see the difference it makes, too, when they get that early control of Long B, and they don't allow SK to get free reign over that area. They had Barry trying to lurk towards A, but he got taken down by JKS, unfortunately, and they ran the clock out so long that they really had to force and couldn't clear out the site where Sponge was just kind of hiding towards the back. So it's kind of a little bit of a mistake of SK to not move a little bit earlier on, not really take into account where Sponge would necessarily be. But they fully bought up again. They had so much economy because of those last rounds. And Renegades, as we can see, not really too healthy. Just sit on a FAMAS for one. They haven't been able to build up too much, but they do have a decent amount of utility to work with. Still a lot of flashes, a couple of smokes towards B. And I think they're going to continue to lock down this platform. But Nico, he's pushed into smoke. He's in a spot Havoc and picks up the first kill.
The thing about Nico is he's proven time and time again to be super dangerous, but there's JKS wrapping up 2 kills here for Renegades. And that surely is all she wrote here for SK Gaming. They've still got a minute to go. Well, they're going to need Cillian and Cadian to team up, number 1, and then to pull off a massive comeback in this round. Cadian will be crawling towards that A site. He does have the bomb in hand as well. As a Cillian kills off Sponge, that might be enough to force a rotate here out of A. Let's have a look at the minimap. They're holding pretty still there. And Cadian, like a ninja, has crawled himself into this A-bomb site. I don't think he can quite believe that it's as empty as it is. The problem is now, Yam's taken down a Cillian. Cadian's going to get the plant. Renegades are going to do a slow clap and say, well played, Cadian, for getting into that one without us noticing. The question is, though, can he hold against 3? If they do this right, this should be an easy finish for Renegades.
Yeah, JKS, he's fluffing his spray down, but eventually gets him the last few bullets. But they get the bomb down, most importantly, they get the money at least off of that. But again, not the most ideal situation. Renegades gonna take another round on the board, and they're able to save an op. So it looks like they're going for a double op setup. IEM over towards middle, and I believe Havoc over towards B.
Solid round again from Renegades. Still just about enough money here for SK to buy up. In fact, more than enough money from that round. If I could actually open my eyes there and see. Have a look at this one now. A couple of rounds in a row from Renegades. And now a double AWP defense for them. Both Havoc and Yam holding one in hand.
And it's allowing Nico to push up platforming yet again. Renegades have given away this position because of Havoc with the AWP not able to play in that close range, but it comes down to these peaks. If Nico pushes off to his side, he can be caught up by Havoc. In the meantime, the rest of them are trying to work down drop down, where Azur, Sponge, and now JKS are all waiting. Yam pushed up long A. They know they're going B.
Well, here's the drop into drop down. Azur gonna get one, but he's traded off quickly. This is a nice little Molotov. Will be extinguished by the smoke. Sponge here, gonna turn around, drops one inside of the smoke. Cadian's running around, probably having nightmares from the last time he was in the smoke, trying to find himself a kill. Well, Nico will bring another one back, and it's 3-on-2. That advantage with SK Gaming. Yam's got a nice position here as well. They're probably not going to expect him to be coming in from long.
Well, now they know he's there as he does hit that first shot. The bomb has been placed, so Sponge gonna flash himself through the smoke, looking for the spray down, but he can't connect on Acadian. And now Yam in a 1-on-2 with only 41 HP. He's got a bomb to defuse. He has a kit. He could just stick this one. This could be looking very bad for SK, but there you go. Cillian doesn't let that happen, doesn't let their nightmares come back. And they do finally secure a round for SK back on the board.
Close one, though. A lot of action there inside a drop down, inside of the smoke. But with losing that one, you can see that, well, the Aussies not got much money to work with in this round. No armor, just a couple of upgraded pistols. And Berry's read the situation well again. He's gone back for his trusty P90 that we saw earlier.
Let's see, he's gonna actually be very aggressive over towards him. It's gonna be a 4-man stack out of Renegades on the B side. They do have so many 5.7s and P250s that only very well could pull this off. It comes down to if SK can read the situation correctly. Renegades are rotating 3 men back towards A, so they're assuming the hit's going to be there, and they actually might be able to catch him out with a perfect stack.
Let's see, 2 men crawling up. Oh, wow. Yam taken down there almost instantly. We do have JKS on the side itself, but he's going to be squeezed from both sides, I feel. Nico not quite finding him there. Did hear Sponge drop down, but wasn't able to get the better of that situation. We can see SK fast rotate from that one. Gonna go straight over towards B.
Oh, Havoc, he's got the P250. Disconnect the first shot on his ceiling. Can't get him down, though. And they still have Barry pushed in, drop down. Senna gonna respawn with the first kill, though, on the attack onto B. Zamaltov's gonna be raining in. Barry gonna be coming around the corner. The P90 looking primed. He gets the first. No, he doesn't. Senna gets the burn damage through. And now Sponge is in a 1-on-2 with an AK. Very well can pull this off. Cadian misses his first shot. And he'll miss the second. He cannot afford to do these.
Needs to hit those shots, that's for sure. Sandon on the bomb site itself. Sponge gonna creep around to him. Needs to get one kill early on in this exchange. Sandon, he's playing the game around it there, and he will push out. Kills off Sponge, and that will be SK Gaming having 2 in a row now. And 4 kills for Sandon that round.
Yes, he did. Great job by him. I mean, it was basically an eco out of Renegades, but that became really too close. I mean, a 1-on-2 situation. They killed 3 people off with just the 5.7 and P250s. Not a bad round for Renegades, but they're forced back on the buy, and they only have a FAMAS and just minor nades to work with for the rest of the team. They do have the op on Yam. He's glass cannon. But he's not really had the opportunity to shine this game so far. He had a great flank in a couple of rounds prior, but he's just not hitting the shots when it counts. And he's going to be rushed down. This is a big loss if he dies.
Yeah.
Are they going to check?
Oh, they walked straight past him there. Barry's going to pay for it with his life, and now JKS has heard that man come through window. It was a Cillian. They've traded there, and it leaves us with a 3-on-3. Here's Havoc from behind. He's got a free shot. He will dispatch of Sandon. Can he get any more? JKS has stayed pretty quiet here off to the side. Havoc coming in as well. Gets another kill onto Nico. And it's now all on Cadian, who misses another shot. And Havoc cleans him up for Renegades to bounce back again. 7-4, still in favor of SK, though.
Well, you know, Joe, you pointed out earlier on about, you know, the mentality of SK, and they need to rely on a strong mentality to maintain, like, a good performance in a game. And I think Cadian, after missing so many shots, is starting to go a little bit on tilt. Maybe it's time to give Nico over the op like we saw in Mirage and let him try to do some work with it, but they need to do something a little bit different. I mean, you're looking at a 7-4 scoreline. It's not terrible, but so many of these rounds could have gone a different way if just a couple more shots are hit and a little bit more attention was paid. But since pushed up platform, it's taken down to, it was like 4 health off of some grenades. And as you're looking for the slow push towards B, where you can already see Renegades waiting.
And that's the problem with that aggression, trying to get to the box as fast as you can from the T side. If Renegades gamble with it and drop 2 nades in there and they're timed right, then, well, we just saw what happens to that one. Here is Sandon actually will get Havoc. Renegades were trying to do a bit of damage from behind. There goes the flashes coming through. They're both there. Azza's going to line them up perfectly. He will get one with Sponge, and that's Cadian inside his smoke as well. And this time, that push towards B stopped in its tracks. Smoke, nades, and a lot of spraying through smoke, working out perfectly for Renegades.
Yeah, Azza actually deciding to keep the M4, not pick up an AK, so really interesting to see that. But you saw the flash come in. I think that was out of Nico, but right as he was just thrown, he got caught out by Sponge, he got taken down. And then a great counter flash coming in as well allowed them to really just shut down that push towards the platform. Again, Yam trying to push up middle, trying to have some sort of impact on this game. And luckily for him, the rest of the teammates are really starting to step up in this.
This one, of course, an eco for SK. The Deagle, some P250s in there, but Renegade shouldn't be having too many problems with this round overall. And I say that with, you know, in the lightest of forms, because we have seen Stranger, that's for sure. Nico, who single-handedly won the round with his Deagle earlier on. He's going to land another fantastic headshot onto Sponge. Only needs to find 4 more to be as impressive as the last time we saw him with Deagle in hand.
Don't count him out just yet. His teammates have dropped through. Havoc going to be rushed, and he's going to lose that M4, and they've gained control of this area of the map. Yam going to be pushing through, though, trying to help out as Azra's on platform. They do have the man advantage. They don't have the armor or anything like that to work with. They have Barry pushing up A. JKS again, giving the man to sit back and hold on towards the east side. He's going to spot him out and going to go for the spray down, but he's not really connecting his shots. Gets Barry down to 40 health. The nade might just be enough to connect. Gets him down to 5. And Sandon will spot out EM looking for the charge through. The flashbang to come. He turns at the wrong moment, but EM unfortunately not going to be able to go for the peak.
Well, JKS here as well will spot 2 of them. Does manage to kill off Nico, though, before he dies. And that's given them that advantage right back in their direction. Cillian needed to land that one. That's a fantastic headshot onto Yam. 2 more to kill off. Surely can hit the first one. He's run out of bullets. JKS will deal with him. It's 7-6. Renegades bringing it back close.
JKS picking up 3 that round and saving the out for YAM. Most importantly, this game is becoming very, very tight between these two teams. Some fantastic shots again out of Nico with the deagle. But let's see, what do they do into this round? They've got all the needs to work with that they need. They've been very light on this A side. Like they've left long A control basically to Renegades. They've had JKS push up, they've had YAM push up and get this information. They've not really bothered to go for this direction. But seems like it's gonna change pace and Havoc gonna spray them down. He picks up 2, and it looks like he might just barely escape with the help of that flashbang.
Not sure how he lived as long as he did there, but he's done his job. 2 men down. Berry and Cadian out of the game completely.
Thing is, SK should have seen that coming. Like they knew that they've had control of long A this entire time. They know that they've been flanked from that direction, yet they just push straight in with a flashbang out.
That flash I don't think went as intended there for Asilian. It was supposed to drop a little bit further. Either way, it didn't blind Sponge. And he's still going to be watching there. Is YAM coming forward. CZ to the face of Sandon. And Asilian and Nico now, last 2 men alive. You can see the bombs with Nico. And he's just working his way through middle. Might get his hands on YAM here. Ooh, in just a second, the timing there from YAM. Pretty damn perfect. Throws down a Molotov. Nico's going to charge him, but YAM gets the better of him. And it's 7-7. Renegades tying us all up.
Looks like Renegades might be able to pull off a first half victory as well. See on the side of SK, not a lot of money to use, not a lot of guns to buy up, but Nico does have that patented deagle and the armor off the back of that. But let's see if they can come back this one. SK have been struggling on this T side after the initial fantastic start of them. They've lost the last 4 straight, and now the last 8, they've lost 6. And let's see, they're going down, drop down as quick as they possibly can. And they're going to get a lot of control. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. The spray's coming through. Asilian does get a fantastic shot on Azure, but there's still Havoc off to the side. JKS here to help out as well. And this is going to be down to a 1-on-2. YAM going to be going for the flank. Again, he's gotten that long control every single time, and they're not going to expect him to be here.
Well, they should do, because he's done it about 3 times to them so far. There is Nico with the deagle. Spots him out. That makes YAM job all the more difficult. Smoke on the side. That's a decent little nade in. They're both at less than half HP, you know. A good bit of work with the CZ, especially when they're not looking. He gets the first. Can he get number 2 onto Nico? 34 health remaining for Nico. Surely YAM knows roughly where he is. He's got a kit here, just needs to land the shot. Oh, went for the shoulder. There's a peek out. Nico playing it perfectly. And SK Gaming gonna take the lead from the first half here. 8-7 though, a real close one.
Yeah, it was very close considering how this game started off. I mean, you think back to how that second round went. They lost the pistol, but off the back of Nico with a fantastic 2-1 Deeks, was able to close out the round and get them back in the game. Then they were on a landslide from there on until Renegades finally figured out how to counter their pushes, just kind of hold them off towards B platform. Not to mention push out long A almost every single time. Like they were only punished maybe once for doing it, but even then, you had Havoc pick up 2 kills. You had JKS pick up 2 kills. So it's not like it was a clean trade at all for their side. I think that's maybe what Mouse Sports was kind of really frustrated with, the fact that they're running with another play. They don't have Freeze as a dedicated opper. They're changing up their strategies a little bit, being a little bit more puggy on the T side because they don't have that 5th man there. And it was just a really rough game. But CT side, you don't have to rely on strategy too much. It comes down to that communication, how well you can get some crossfires and counter nades in. And this could be the half that they really start to run away with this game.
Well, let's find out. See what Renegades can do on T side. Looks like it's going to be a fairly speedy push over towards A for now for them. SK Gaming have 4 men stacked in the B side. Someone's having a party here at Gamescom as well, it sounds like. Push comes in, Nico again opens up the frags for SK, but the Renegades, they're in there. They're going to get this bomb planted with Azza, but can they hold the site? SK going to be pushing around from this one here. On the top again, it's Nico that picks off YAM, and they're all low HP. Here comes Nico again around the corner. How is he not dead? They will finally get the man behind them, but Azza is now 1 versus 3. There's a kit for Asilian. He's going to have to peek here any second now. Asilian on the defuse, and he's going to kill off Asilian. 2 more. Berry's got 7 HP. Diffuse here from Sandon. He's even in the wrong position. He's out of bullets. He's going to try and go in for the knife, but the diffuse comes down. And SK Gaming going to win the pistol. Another crazy one.
And no one died at the end of that round as well. Both men still alive as the bomb defuse did come through.
He killed the first one on the bomb. I'm not sure how he didn't know the position of the bomb then.
Because the way the first defuse came in as Cillian was towards the left side of the bomb, and then we had Barry going towards the right side. So he was kind of playing a different angle, hoping that he wouldn't shoot that direction, and it worked out. I mean, it was a really rough spot to be in a 1-on-3 for Azure, but in the end, SK take the pistol, and Nico has them all coming towards long. This is going to be a little bit rough. He needs to back away, not lose this gun, but what a shot out of this man. Picking up 2, picking up the 3rd, and Azure will finally shut him down.
Yeah, gets an M4, but, well, how long is he going to hold on to that one, realistically? SK, well, he's just going to throw it away.
That's so damn smart.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that he's not going to last however long of that round was left, probably about a minute at least, even maybe a minute and a half. Throw it off the side of the
face of the earth.
Yeah, the face of the earth into the abyss, knowing that he can't get it back. So smart stuff. Nonetheless, it's around for SK Gaming. Well, Renegades will buy up now.
Yes, they will. They do have actually a lot of AKs in the Galil. They don't have a lot of nades to work with, though. You can see Sponge just sitting on the smokes, but you're seeing how they're playing this one a little bit different. They're not rushing straight towards that B platform. They've been heading A time and time again so far. And they've been trying to get that early control of the A side, not kind of rely on B and that early control platform. But they've got Nico to worry about towards long. They've got a Cillian over towards middle. But they're taking their time. They're trying to waste out a lot of these smokes that SK have, not to mention potentially any of these flashes that's really going to shut them down as they push through.
Well, so far they are pulling a good few out. Still a couple of mollies, one of which has just been thrown by Berry. Through the smoke. Nico. Oh, gonna get ballsy again. They actually tagged him up there. Does return a bit of damage, but he's still at 20 HP. Tucks himself in the corner to get Yam. Steals an AK and says thank you very much.
Yeah, they heard that first bullet onto him, and he got behind the nice corner, playing at the edge of the smoke yet again. He's going to fall, and that's going to be stealing the overrun Sponge. He's just not connected to shots, but it's going to be JKS there to help him out. Cadian does get the potential flank coming through. But again, we're going to see an afterplant situation. It's going to be 3-on-3, and Renegades don't have a lot of HP to work with. They do have 2 flashes, though.
Cadian at less than half, but both Sandon and Berry are healthy. Well, healthy. Get my words out. I was half a healthy and 1 heavy. I'm not sure where that was coming from. Havoc did get the first, though. And that's Sandon. Sponge off to the side will be dropped easily. He was already low health, which didn't help matters. Cadian will now be last man left alive. Does manage to get one. Can he find JKS here as well? He's sprayed around him. He's basically drawn his outline on the wall there. And well, JKS managing to run enough time down, preventing Cadian from getting in there and getting that bomb defused after he'd killed 4 people that round. It's a valiant effort from Cadian, but not enough. Renegades bring it back to 10-8.
Yes, they do. And their first buy round, most importantly, too. SK going to be able to at least force the buy up off the back of this, it seems. You do have Cadian going to be sitting on a max 7, giving the AK over to Cillian, actually over to Nico, and Barry buying up in M4, the FAMAS out of Sandon. So this is going to be a crucial round for SK. They're going to lose their entire lead. It's going to be tied up if they can't secure this.
Max 7 inside a drop down. Can work for you, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He gets 1 decent shot off there. Maybe gets himself a kill, or at least gets a guy low. And he's probably done his job in this scenario. There's Nico again. He's gonna smoke down on long and again gets clipped, but he just returns a fire through the smoke. Yam gonna be annoyed at that one.
Oh yeah, very. I mean, he's gonna be pretty frustrated with that. But that's gonna be, again, Nico locking down that full control. Cadian, once he sees those flashes coming through, he's just gonna pluck them out of the air 1 by 1. But it's only gonna be Azure he has to potentially pick up. The rest of the side of Renegades are pushing towards this A side, and I think Cadian might have just heard Azure running away. So might call in for the rotate.
He was just faking back though. Yeah. He was faking the retreat from drop down. JKS looks like they're going to go towards this B site nonetheless. So Cadian might have some work cut out for him. Havoc's actually walked all the way through into this A site and may catch a rotation or 2. Let's see. He's got all the way up here. Sandon has now heard them coming in towards A, so rotations are going to come down. Sponge will find 1. Havoc has died over in the A site, so he's no longer available. There's a peek out from Sandon to get 1. There's now 2 left with the bomb planted.
Let's see if they can do anything with this. Sandon still pushed up, has so much information gathered from the angles he's holding, but he gets taken out by JKS. He doesn't expect him on the site. Now it's Sponge in a 1-on-2 back in Chicken Coop with the Galil with 2 kills under his belt for now. He's got a Cillian coming from platform. He's got Nico pushing in from main. I don't know if they're going to check this position. They haven't really bothered so far. The bomb's not really planted for him. Like you're saying, yeah, no kit at all for them to pick up. They're faking out the defuse, looking for Sponge. He's going to peek around the corner. He's looking for the first one. They're not looking at him, so he's just buying some time, not giving away his position. They're going to run away. This is going to be Renegades picking up the round. Yes, Sponge will go down, but they secure it nonetheless.
Yeah, Nico's going to die in there as well, so he loses out on his gun. And, well, playing the perfect hide-and-seek game, really, Sponge there. I mean, hide-and-seek's an easy game if no one looks where you're hidden, right? So,
true.
In there. SK having to make that decision fairly early on because of the fact there was no kit between the two of them. And they lose that one. It's 10-9, and SK saving all except that AK that Asilium was able to get through from the last round. And again, Nico has pushed all the way up here. We'll see if he can do the magic again with his Deagle.
He very well could. He's in a perfect spot for it. But then again, he's been aggressive so many times in the past, they're almost going to assume he's there. You can see how slow Renegades are pushing actually in this direction. They haven't spun him out. What a shot on IEM. Looking for that second on a JKS. He can't connect, and he will be taken down. But this man with the Deagle is like God. And now still going to be picking up the mantle as he comes across from the side. He can't connect either, and JKS able to get 2 quick kills back to back.
Too many in drop down though. And you see, as I say, nope, do not want, backs away from that after being knocked down for just 20 HP. And Havoc says, hey guys, what about B? I feel like I might have opened up the site. Didn't really do anything to open up the site, but SK were away from this one. Sandon will get boosted up, so he should be able to come in from around the back, but there is a man moving as well over towards B that might come in behind him. There's Azza, didn't even check there. That's an easy frag for Sandon.
It's because of JKS. He's actually over that direction watching it. He didn't peek out in the right time, and that's going to be another kill for JKS. This man on 3 this round. Barry and Cadian. Cadian trying to save the AK for his team. And Barry just looking for a couple of exit kills. You can see Nico in chat. I want to win at least 1 map. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen today with the way Renegades are currently playing.
I don't think they're in a charitable mood today. And Australians, I think, in general, are pretty charitable people, but not these 5. They're not giving SK Gaming anything today. Already won 2 games out of 3, of course. And they've now tied this one up at 10 rounds to 10. As we see SK getting money back. I just wanted to check how many rounds. So it's, yeah, 3 in a row here since Renegades have basically had weapons after that early bomb plant in the pistol. You see they've got those guns in hand. Nades coming down to drop down there as well, but actually 3 men spread out around middle and towards A. A little bit of annoyance made over at B as well. So slow start to this one from Renegades. Just want to feel SK out a little.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing a nice little difference between Renegades and SK, where SK basically ignored this long A hallway. And because of that, Renegades were able to constantly push people through, but you're seeing Renegades always set up with a kind of a 3-2 split, 3 men watching towards long and middle, 2 over towards B to make sure they don't get too aggressive early on, because then they don't let SK Gaming feel really confident and comfortable. You know, with Renegades constantly pushing long, they knew that they could gather so much information from this position and then just completely flank around behind them at B. And SK, they just can't get in the position that they want currently, as Renegades are slowly pushing up towards long. Ego did just back away as they were coming through, and it's going to come down to Asilian, who's right next to this location, to maybe hold on to this area.
Yeah, he moved at exactly the wrong time there. We can see the Berry already starting to move over there. The flashes coming in. Asilian going to be taken out there by JKS. There is going to be a peek here from Nico. I think they may have spotted him, though. He's going to pop flash over the top as Cadian comes from the side. Gets himself 2 frags. Hazard will reply, though. And it's now 3 versus 3. Everyone still pretty healthy. Cadian not spotted. He will make it now 3. Make that 4. Can he ace here onto Sponge? No, he's taken out. And it's a 1 versus 1. Berry versus Sponge. Look at the timer. Just 10 seconds to go. Sponge has got to pick this one. Berry was mid-air there. He could have maybe taken him down, but he'll get the bomb plant. Buys himself some time and takes down Berry as well. And he's on his feet as well. Sponge, amazing. Puts Renegades in the lead.
You see the smile on the faces of his teammates as the yelling comes out of him. A great job being to pick the one up. Cadian, the 4 kill just wasn't enough, and Berry couldn't clutch it out at the end. Renegades are pumped. 11-10. They do have a lead back in this game since the first round, and looking to completely close this out, to take SK 3 times in 1 day to win a perfect best of 3 and knock SK down to 1 life to join CLG.
Well, flashes are coming into B. They've gone with a bit more tempo this time. Oh, double shot there from Cadian. Takes down Yam and Sponge. He was missing earlier, but I suppose he makes up for it. Taking 2 with 1 bullet there. But they're going to keep pushing. They still want this B side. There's Kadian again! Oh my god! 2 bullets, 4 people for Kadian. You've got to give him the ace at this point. Only JKS remains. And Berry steals it away. Good job, Berry.
Look at Kadian now.
That was pretty fantastic stuff. And we said Kadian needs some confidence back, and well, if you need confidence, I don't think he gets much better than that.
Oh god, like you said, he missed quite a few shots earlier, but made up for it easily there. Fantastic job by him tying things up. Thing is, that wasn't even a heavy investment of SK. Kadian was the only one that had a gun. And he was able to pull that one back. So damn well done by this man. And our Renegades back to a tied score with no money to use. Only a Tech 9 out of Havoc. Looking to push on this B-side. Kadian's waiting again, looking for some more doubles.
Here we go. He'll only get 1 this time around. Let's see, though. He's got Sandon for support. And Sandon now filling his boots full of frags. They make easy work of that push out of Renegades. Of course, it was an eco round for them. But SK Gaming retake the lead here in our final match of the day. Incredible game so far. We're having a pause here. I'm not sure exactly where it came from.
It came from Renegades.
It was Renegades, yeah.
Yep. So I think after Sponge clutching that 1v1, after Kadian getting 4, Kadian wasn't happy with just 4 in that round. Comes up with another 4 in the next round. And you can see just the huge switch of energy that SK just gained from that. The phenomenal shots out of that man to lock down that B side, then to do it again, and the great crossfire between him and Sandon just completely shut down that push out of Renegades. And now, Renegades, they need to go back to the drawing board. What do they need to do? They've been working this A site, at least in the initial stages of the rounds, many times. And, yeah, he's got his head in his palm. And he's actually not performing well for his team. He's at 8 and 18. He's been really having a rough game for himself, where you see JKS on 20, Sponge on 19, Azer on 16, and Havoc on 12. On the other side, though, you have Nico at 24. Does this man ever not top frag? And the bottom of their scoreboard, 7 with Barry.
Bit of a spread there, that's for sure, on those bottom 2 guys. But I said this before, Nico, he was the man that really shined when we saw him last time for SK Gaming. If we take away these Renegade performances, I'm talking about yesterday here, in their victory that started off their tournament over CLG on Overpass. And we said earlier, if he gets going, if he's got the freedom to do his stuff, basically, and that's what he's had here, he'll come up big for SK, and he's doing that right here, right now.
You really got to ask, when are we ever going to see him maybe start for Mouse Sports? I mean, there's obviously a lot of controversy around that.
That's a whole new kind of
time and time about it, but this man, I mean, he's playing, with the team. You saw he could do it back with Flipside at ESWC. Like, he's really stepping up, and he's putting on a stellar performance. The only question is, can that performance, as well as Kadian's and Sandon, really help bring them into not having a loss today and picking up a map finally?
Well, let's find out, shall we? We are going to be getting back into game. Pause now, undone. And it's going to be Tech 9s here for Renegades. And the way this game's been going, this is exactly the kind of round that might just bring things back. We also see 2 AWPs, Kadian and Nico here for SK Gaming.
Well, Kadian got his confidence. Nico, he wants to get in on this as well. You see them pushing through, drop down, looking for that push onto the A side. Barry coming from the backside. He can't connect the first shots, gets him down solo and help Basilian. He's in a really bad spot. He's going to be pushing from behind and from the front. He's going to spot him out coming from behind, but he can't only get 1 kill. Now Nico going to get his first kill of the round as Barry responds as well. Now JKS and Yam trying to get that bomb across in towards the site. It's just 2 on 4.
And should be easy for SK Gaming. I mean, looking at the health bars, JKS only got 23, Yam, full health, but no armor. They've got no nades to work with. And to be honest, Yam is kind of stuck here. Down in middle, did get his hands on the M4. JKS, with that little health, is just hoping that he gets lucky from this one. Here comes Nico. Yam's gonna kill him off. Didn't lose a single point of health. That was his 2nd of the round. And now Sandon, Berry, and Kadian remain for SK Gaming. 30 seconds on the clock. They're rotating 2 people off towards that B side. If they kill off, it's Berry that they've left there as well, I think.
It is.
It's 28 HP Berry. They've called it now. There's 1 man coming back, so it's not a firm call from them. Otherwise, they would have brought 2 of them right back here. Bomb going to be planted by Renegades in the dying seconds. Yam's going to peek out. Berry goes down. It's now Sandon and Kadian to win the round.
Keep in mind, this was a save out of Renegades, and yet they're on the brink of picking up this round. Yam comes up big yet again. Cadian in a 1-on-2. They don't have much help to work with. They hear him running out. He's not able to clutch the round. And Renegades pull it back again off the back of a tactical pause and an eco with just Tech9's bot up.
Well, I said at the start of the round, it wouldn't surprise me with how this game is going, that this would be a round going towards Renegades. And, well, they do it. It's 12-12. Money-wise, SK were all right for this round, but they're spending pretty much everything they've got on it. Want to bounce right back and cripple Renegade's health as they just chain nade down into middle. And, oh, Nico was already in there. He's going to die off instantly almost.
Oh, my.
Wow. And a nade right to the face of Vasilian as he tries to get that AWP. I don't think anyone else is going to try that again yet. There's 2 men down without a single point of health being taken away from Renegades. I don't think they even saw a Renegades player in those first 2 kills.
Not at all. Just smoke completely blocking them off. And now it's going to be a 3-on-5 with Renegades not losing a single point of HP. Cadian, he's got to go huge for his team. They're going to be pushing from middle, be pushing from long. He's got to choose his battles wisely. He has a smoke, he has the Molotov to hold them back. He has Sanded and Barry rotated in to help out as well. There's still 50 seconds on the clock, so Renegades, they do not need to commit to this site. And Cadian's going for the early battle, but he's going to be taken down by Sponge.
Barry here, though, is there to back him up, and he will get one through the smoke. Yam, though, did avenge him, and it's now all on Sandon, who sprayed, got one, but couldn't find the other 2 that were right in front of him. And Renegades, after that eco round win to level us up, have now taken the lead, and they're just 3 away from the win.
And this thing that stems back to the round just prior when that only had the Tech9's Nico. He went for the flank on middle towards Yam. He didn't know if he was actually there, and he got taken down. If he didn't die there, if he didn't try to gather information when they already had the man advantage, that could have went completely different, and SK could have kept that momentum, that high within their team. But now, on the brink of going into match point, Cadian, with a nice boost up, does get the first kill on Azur. Not able to rescue the gun, most importantly.
Nice little boost for them. And just as the Renegades managed to win on the eco to tie it up, can SK Gaming do the same here? Wisely, Yam is sat way back. Doesn't want a face full of CZ bullets. Or, you know, Nico's Deagle that's probably got about 45% accuracy. Just, you know, random number off the top of my head there.
Sounds close enough.
I mean, he could even be closer to 100, to be honest. He's been hitting some sick shots with that today. But let's not forget, there's no armor for SK. And these AKs, played right, should be enough for Renegades. Berry now is going to start to push on through. Yam's already gone, though. They should be able to call this one now that this bomb is going to be headed towards B. Question is how fast the Renegades go. They got 34 seconds. They finally start to get the mollies and flashes out.
They're straight in front of the CZ. This is going to be so dangerous. 25 seconds left on the clock. Getting to spot the first one. He's not going to shoot. They're not going to see him. He's going to look at 2 people. And the third, he gets the first kill. He can't get the second as he gets taken down. That could have completely shut down the round. But SK is still fighting back. It's a 2-on-2. They don't have the gun just yet, but they know exactly where they both are.
Well, Sponge will be watching here. Can he get Sandon? He will tag him down and finish him off with the headshot. And now Vasilian surely got no hope. Ooh, headshot onto Sponge. He's got an AWP. 1 shot here to tie us up. Not that shot, though. That was into the middle of nowhere. He will sit on the defuse. He's going to get peeked here by Havoc, who will win the round for the Renegades and put them 14-12 in the lead. SK have to win the wall now on the bounce if they want to win this one without an overtime.
Oh, that was so close, too. If Cadian could have picked up those 2 kills cleanly, that could have went easily their way. But Sponge with a fantastic 180 to stop that from happening. But here we go into the bye round. SK, they do not have an AWP. Yam going to be sitting with his own over towards middle. And the rest of SK, they need to pick up some kills. They need this round. This is going to be it for them. They'll be down to 1 life if they can't do this.
Cadian has been in boost. In drop down, I feel like almost every single round. Got the kill off the boost in the last round. And they, again, drop a nade onto him. And we've seen, you know, chain grenades from Renegades down into middle. They did it on the CT side fairly often. Quite surprised to, you know, not see 2 or maybe 3 drop down just to see if they actually can pick up Cadian. But
I'm actually surprised they're not being a little bit more aggressive towards drop down in terms of SK boosting. They already worked for Cadian. Nico. Oh, he's going to be completely bunny. He has a cylinder here to back up. They're not going to expect the second. Yes, they will.
Oh,
they
wow.
get him. JKS shuts him down, and Cadian's going to be the only man to defend onto A with Barry rotating.
Oh, they didn't have a gun out there running with grenade in hand. They do exchange on that one, but of course Renegades getting the better of the situation are in a versus 2. There is Berry. He will pick off Yam. Bomb, though, he's going to the B side. And it's Sandon up by the tree to pull it off here for SK Gaming. Berry's going to come around. They've lost Sandon already. There is Berry. He will bring it back to a 1 versus 1. It's 40 HP for Berry, and he's going to lose out. And that is going to be game point here for Renegades. SK Gaming got it all to do. Sadly for them, they've hardly got any cash to spend.
And can this be Renegades taking 3 lives straight off SK in 1 day? They put them at the bottom with CLG. They're looking like they can pull this one off. You have a scout out of Cadian, 2 Famasas, a Digo out of Nico, which should practically be an off for this man so far. And Asilian with the 5-7. They have the kit. They have a couple of nades to work with. The question comes, where are they going to go? They have a 3-man stack towards A with 2 men towards middle. Nico just solo holding. Oh, what a shot out of Cadian on a JKS. That opens things up wide.
It's no 2 bullets. 4 kills, but it'll do for the start here for Cadian. See Havoc pushing through long. Sandon is defending that one from the box. They have 1 man sat back. I'm assuming that's going to be Yam looking down towards long A. And the bomb, though, is still looking like it's going to be coming B. There's a smoke, I think, just been sent out there. There's a smoke down and drop down as well. As more flashes come through. Renegades here, gonna push through window. He doesn't get the kill. Berry will drop. It's now 4 versus 4. Here's Nico, though. Deagle to the head of Sponge. Gets the AK. Drops Hazler as well. Can he find number 3? He does, and Asilian comes in. SK Gaming are not done just yet.
They're not done at all. 15-13. They still have the chance to pull it in overtime. Renegades, how much money do they have? Not a lot, but you know what? They have the Tech 9s. They've done it just a couple rounds prior. And SK, they need to hold on. 2 more rounds is all they need to throw into overtime for the first time at the Intel Extreme Masters Gamescom. Let's see, Renegades, how are they going to go about this round? You do have Nico with the AWP watching towards long. He's pretty much made this area his own, but there's a 3-man push quickly over towards middle. Sin able to get the first, burns the man on a second. Havoc falls. And that's going to be Azur and JKS pushing towards long, straight to Nico. The bomb, though, is on Sponge, going towards B to get this money, to get this income.
Well, Asilian knows that one's there. He's heard that Tech 9 firing away. Azur's down, and there's the combination to finish the round. And it all comes down to the final one here. Out of 30, it's 15-14 to the Renegades. Let's not forget, the second map that they played today was Mirage. It ended 16-14 in favor of Renegades. Can SK Gaming bounce back and throw us into overtime?
Well, here we go. A big push over towards the B site. Renegade trying to get that early control towards platform, leaving the bomb there as well. And they're going to run Azur straight through it. Takes quite a bit of damage, 21 HP from that.
Risking it here. That bomb, that grenade, actually not doing as much damage as I thought. Must have landed on the front side of the site there. Double orb defense once again for SK Gaming. Cadian, oh, he's got a grenade in hand there. He's just throwing the molly off. And he will still land the shot onto Azur as he scopes back into it. I think that might be enough to scare Renegades away from this B site completely.
Sponge is still there with the bomb, though. Maybe looking to rotate back towards A, where Yam and JKS are already waiting. SK still have 4 men towards this B site, leaving Nico to his own devices over towards A. And he has an AK and he has an op there, so he can switch back and forth. He can take that first shot, switch back to the AK where they get close proximity, wait for his teammates to rotate back in. But with 40 seconds to go on the clock, Renegades have to make their move soon. They're hoping Havoc or they're hoping Yam can get an early kill on one of these sites.
Well, Nico will be one of the defenders here. He's got 29 kills to his name. They know Cadian's position. And that man behind the box, Cadian has picked off Havoc. 3 men remaining here for Renegades. It's looking like overtime. Can the 3 remaining players come up big? Yam starts the fragging off there, taking down Asilian. But there is Nico. His 30th kill of the game does ring in. Sponge off to the left. He will be picked off. It's now all on Yam. He's gone through here. He's going to loop all the way around the back of them. He's got 9 seconds remaining. It's close range with the AWP. 3 seconds to go. The bomb down. He tries to spray them, but SK Gaming have forced us through into the first overtime here in the Intel Extreme Masters Gamescom.